Welcome to my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0. Thanks Machan continuously watching my videos and sharing with your network and giving your valuable comments. So as you all know, we have released almost 9 series and this is the 10th series we are looking at. It's almost 1 year actually we are in the focus of releasing videos which is related to the marketing aspects which are unique, the trendy and thought-provoking which are the current in nature. So in this line, recently we started a new series on marketing through pandemic. In this, we discuss a lot of other aspects which are affecting the marketing, the consumer behavior, and other aspects, which will be really helpful for the different stakeholders like the companies, the students, or academicians, or the industry, veterans. So all those aspects actually, and this time we are also trying to bring out the research perspective of the marketing aspects, sharing some of my research, what I'm doing, and the outcomes, and the ongoing research aspects. So in this line, today we talk about something very, very important, which is happening for some years, for past few years, about the online consumer reviews. And it has become more evident in the last 2 years, in the beginning of pandemic, when the consumers started buying online. Uh, they normally look at this consumer reviews, the online consumer reviews when they make a purchase. So today we talk about how these online consumer reviews will have an impact on the consumer buying decisions through pandemic and after. So mostly the online consumer reviews, which we all see and evaluate before we buy anything online. So whenever we select a product to buy any services, hotels or something, we always look at the online consumer reviews, the ratings given by them. But the question comes, how do you identify the genuine ratings or sometimes fake ratings? So this is where you can find out because I find in some of the reviews which I see in the Google reviews even for the offline entities. So there are many reviews which is given by through my research which is I'm doing nowadays about the 5-star ratings mostly given by somebody like a local guide. So they don't give any like they give the names but they say it's a kind of the local guide. So mostly skewed towards the establishment or the pricing, the services of establishment. But you may have to look at the genuine ratings from the consumers, those who visited the place, and sometimes they also post the photos, the ratings. So this is where sometimes the consumers confuse actually. So how do you believe the ratings? So you need to look at the ratings. You have to not only look at the ratings, you have to read the comments from the individual consumers. And we have many leading online companies like Amazon. So they normally verify the purchases. So they always have the evidence that this rating is given as per the purchase. So you can also believe that. So instead of somebody putting the fake comments without even visiting the particular entity, buying the product online. So here we also have to see the verified by the purchase of that particular online store. So that gives a genuinity of a particular reviews. That means it's from that person who actually bought it. But the next question comes, you have to see the current information, the current reviews which are there, but you have to read through that. So recently I bought one smartphone online and a smartwatch online. So I just went through the ratings. So I see that like the 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, and 2-star, and like 1-star ratings. But we need to look at the where the most of the ratings are actually towards. So if you find the most of the ratings are like 5 and 4 supported by the comments, so then that will be the good like product to purchase. And you may also see that like some of the comments which is giving one rating, two ratings from some of the consumers. So that is their opinion. But you may not actually get influenced by those ratings, but you also need to look at those ratings also to make your own judgment of buying a particular product or service. But the benchmark areas, like if you see the most of the ratings are skewed towards the 5 and 4, and if any rating which is above 4 plus, like 4 star and above, so that is a good product or service to try with. So that is a collective the reviews of all the consumers, and you may have to read the reviews of the particular products. So this is what actually, like, initially, we used to see those ratings when we buy online. So everybody has their own experience of looking at these ratings and reviews. And of late, I found through my study and research and during my personal experience, so we need to look at the sellers' ratings also. So sometimes in some countries they also give you the sellers. So if it is not directly fulfilled or through that particular online store, so it's like they use that particular store as the digital interface or digital platform to sell their products. But in those aspects, you can see the leading companies like Amazon. So they give the seller ratings. So the positivity of the last 100 purchase. So what kind of a comments they got. So those also the kind of benchmark or the aspects you can look at. So along with the consumer reviews, so you also look at the reviews of the sellers. So the sellers of the specific product from that the particular store. So that also is another aspect which the consumer can look at when they are making their buying decisions. So consumer reviews as well as seller reviews and seller ratings also. So I saw one time I had to buy something for my son, and I just wanted to buy that. But when I looked at the seller's ratings, it was not very encouraging. So, but still I went ahead and bought actually the particular product. But that my experience was that, like, the product which I received was not what I expected of that particular quality. So when I correlate that ratings for the particular seller and my purchase experience, so it proved that the seller ratings has the validity of the real the products which they sell and supply. So in this sort, the consumers need to look at the seller's reviews also if it is available with some countries in some stores. And in some countries we have the some online stores. They have the store inside the store, like, so. For example, if Amazon has it actually, so Amazon gives a specific part for the particular company to just display their products. So you have to look at that the ratings of the specific stores. So that also give you an idea like what kind of products they're selling, and the reviews of the consumers and the seller's rating and the rating by the online store itself. So there is no threshold level as such actually. I don't know yet about the online stores are following to keep the particular seller online. But as a consumer, when we want to make our buying decisions, if we want to buy any product online, so we primarily go for so these kind of the products, like looking at the consumer reviews. Another aspect which I am seeing that even that online consumer reviews will hold good for the offline, like stores, the Google reviews. So nowadays, when we go for Google looking for any the store, the directions, so immediately you find the Google reviews for any entity. So it's for any entity, the product entity or service entity, even academic institutions. Everybody got their own ratings. It's a very Google, like neutral ratings, which is purely given by the users of that particular product. So there also we need to see like what kind of ratings you need to believe when you want to make decisions. So, as I told you, you need to look at the people, those who visited the place and used it. So instead of somebody is giving a very skewed rating, about the particular establishment, like local guides, those kind of a thing, which you need to focus before you make decisions. But overall, if you look at the consumer reviews, online consumer reviews for online stores and even the online consumer reviews for offline stores, so will have the serious impact nowadays, especially during the pandemic. So when we all get confused of what kind of decision we need to make. So these online consumer reviews really helped the decision making of consumers to like buy it. So this is a part of my ongoing research which I am doing. And these are all the aspects I found, like you need to, as a consumer, we need to make a decision. So looking at the 4-star ratings for plus, and also you need to look at the reviews, the written reviews supported by the particular consumers, plus the seller's rating if it is available for some countries. So these are all the aspects which will have the great influence on the consumer buying decisions. So online reviews still has a validity, on the consumer buying decision. So this is another factor which like nowadays we call it as is a noiseless the influence of the consumer decisions. So the noise based the influence means, so we are all influenced by friends and relatives. So mostly emotional kind of a decisions we make. So we don't know the fact of it. But this online consumer reviews, which gives a very neutral and noiseless influence or impact on the consumer buying decisions. So once again, thank you very much for continuously watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And thanks much. And please share with your network and please subscribe for the more new videos. Thank you very much.